Well, award season time for the world of entertainment. Joining me live now is entertainment commentator Shane Bassett. Shane, one of your favourite times of the year. Good morning.
Good morning, Janie. I love award season. You know, it kicked off this week with the Golden Globes, but it's all the way through now until March when the Oscars are on, and that's my grand final.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you are very well adept to this and an absolute expert. So tell us about some of the main films, starting off with the Holdovers.
Yeah, Holdovers only dropped in cinemas this week. It has Paul Giamatti in it, and he just won Best Actor at the Globes. Very interesting movie. I enjoyed it a lot better than I expected. He plays this grumpy, irritable, lifelong school teacher that's actually made to stay back over the holiday period to help this child who needs help, and he's got nowhere else to go, and they form a relationship. And the presence of Paul Giamatti and this child together is amazing. Their connection and the acting is so good. I can see why he won the award. And the movie is happy but sad at the same time. Highly recommend it, The Holdovers, if you get a chance to see it.
All right, Poor Things did well at the Golden Globes. Emma Stone,
yeah.
Gosh.
She beat our own Margot Robbie,
Yeah.
which was not a surprise to me after seeing Poor Things. Emma Stone is at the top of her game, and she started as a child actor and has kept on going and going higher and higher. She plays kind of this Victorian England, this woman who's brought back to life, but with different body parts. So it's sort of like a Frankenstein story, but not. And Emma is incredible in this. Willem Dafoe is also in it, Mark Ruffalo. But be careful if you go and see Poor Things, because it is something that might surprise you and shock you. You expect the unexpected.
All right.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, we're seeing it on screen there, a lot of black and white, a lot of colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, extraordinary.
Beautiful
Looks like it would have been a lot
costumes
to
as
make.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the makeup as well, a lot of detail in that.
That's part of the Emma's performance, actually. You know, it's her, but under this makeup, and Willem Dafoe as well, they both have horrendous but attractive makeup, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Oh, fantastic. And Anyone But You, a surprise in the box office.
It was a surprise, all right. It came through on Boxing Day and started very sort of mediocre, but then word of mouth has brought it to the top of the box office. It was filmed mostly in Sydney, which is fantastic. Sydney Sweeney is in it, and Glenn Powell, who you might remember from Top Gun Maverick. They reconnect from their old friends that reconnect at a wedding in Sydney. Opposites attract. Nothing new here with the rom-com genre, but they're likeable, the chemistry is great, and it has some really good one-liners, and Brian Brown pops up in it too. Legendary Aussie.
Fantastic, and showcasing beautiful Sydney there as well.
Oh, yeah, and I think anytime Sydney is in a movie, it puts a few points higher for me, a few stars extra. They look beautiful, the cinematography is great, and it doesn't matter about the story when you've got a backdrop like that.
Yeah, looks like a bit of fun, hey? And, all right, so how did you find with the strikes on in Hollywood and, you know, with the effect of the industry?
Well, we're just seeing to see movies start to roll through now, because Boxing Day and New Year is generally a huge time, but we've had a very slow sort of release passage at the moment. I'm looking forward to Easter and then beyond that, because that's when they all start going through. And I think the Golden Globes brought them all together for the first time since the SAG strike and the writers' strike reconnected and came back online. Hollywood was just a ghost town for such a long time. Everyone dropped tools. And that's why a lot of movies that would have gone straight to streaming services ended up at the cinema. But we're going to see some big ones this year.
They didn't give up, did they?
They didn't give up, and I'm really stoked about that, because for a long time, writers weren't getting recognised for reruns and things that kept on getting revisited, and sequels. They might have created the characters, and when a sequel's made, they weren't getting the recognition for creating those characters. Or a show like Friends that keeps playing on and on for years and years, those original writers and even some of the actors in the background, like extras, were not getting paid. So I'm glad royalties are now something that they can look forward to.
Yeah, and the concerns for AI moving forward.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
Yeah.
I mean, they've kind of been doing it with CGI for quite some time with background characters in, say, a war movie, but when they have to recreate epic scenes like that. But when someone's not getting paid for a restaurant scene in there, you can see them and hear their dialogue. It's not fair. So, yeah, I think it's really good. And AI, I don't agree with it at all. I don't think it should happen.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's certainly, not going anywhere. But it'll be very interesting, especially this year. It seems to be moving very fast in so many different industries.